Well, look at Thursday evening temperatures as you head out the door tomorrow are going to be bitter cold. Make sure to bundle up. We're down into the low 20s, and then we'll see them only get into the mid and upper 30s tomorrow afternoon. Decreasing clouds out there as well. But hey, tomorrow is another dry day. Temperatures tonight dipping down to the teens in the highest elevations, everyone else in the low 20s. And tomorrow we'll only warm back into the upper 30s. Futurecast showing there is a chance we may see a snow shower or two up in the highest elevations over the next several hours, and then things will quiet down early Friday morning. We will see some cloud cover tomorrow at times. I do think there will be sunshine. We'll call it decreasing clouds. A lot of sunshine in the forecast, and then clouds build in late in the evening into the overnight hours, and that sets the stage for some maybe wintry weather to impact us early Saturday. The first initial band likely moves in 4 or 5 a.m., not reaching much in the way to the ground because the air will be very dry. But as we go through the mid-morning hours, you'll start to see moisture overspread, likely snow in the highest elevations starting out. Everyone else probably going to start, depending on how quick it gets in here. The later it gets in here, the more likely we'll deal with a brief period of ice before going to all rain. The earlier it gets here, the better chance we have to start as snow, then to sleet, then to freezing rain, then to a cold rain. So right now it looks like most of us will start as a wintry mix of sleet and maybe some freezing rain, and then gradually trying to transition, warming the column of air up to turn all of us over to rain. It will be hard in our eastern counties, and especially along I-64 in Monroe County, Greenbrier County, maybe staying all snow up into Pocahontas County, something we'll have to continue to watch. High pressures building in, setting the stage, setting up that very cold air out of Canada. As that high retreats back to the north, our low begins to move to the north and to the east, and that progresses in our general direction and brings with it the chance of some moisture interacting with that cold air, which will likely fall as a little bit of ice and then more in the way of rain by the evening hours. Rainfall amounts with the next system look to average between maybe 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. Wind advisory still in effect until midnight for parts of Greenbrier and Monroe counties. Now you can see winds are going to start to relax as we go into early tomorrow morning. Most of tomorrow won't be that breezy, but as we go into tomorrow evening into the overnight hours, Friday into Saturday, winds are going to really start to pick up. Saturday morning, we're talking gusts probably up to 40 miles an hour in some spots, so keep that in mind. And when you factor in the wind with the temperature, it's going to feel much colder out there tonight. But tomorrow night, going into early Saturday, notice these feels like temperatures down into the teens, and we're going to struggle to feel above freezing. Now, as far as ice goes, we're not talking about a whole lot of ice in the forecast, but nonetheless, something we'll have to be mindful of and give yourself a little extra time Saturday morning. Use some caution. We're talking probably less than 1/10 of an inch, which isn't going to cause major problems. Snowfall amounts, of course, would be confined to the higher elevations. We're not looking at much, but hey, we could probably maybe squeeze out a dusting up to maybe 2 inches in the higher terrain. Temperatures tomorrow, though, they're down into the upper 30s for highs. Your 7-day forecast, you see Saturday ice to rain. And behind that system, bitter cold air moves in, but we are dry but very cold with highs in the 20s Monday and Tuesday, overnight lows in the teens, and we'll gradually warm up late next week back into the 40s.